Hi guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. Wow, it's been pretty crazy. Alright, so very quickly, I'm going to tell you guys exactly what happened. May 31st, I had an appointment with my perinatal doctor. And so I woke up not feeling too well. And I told Henry, and he was like, you know what, I'll go with you because for the first time, I was supposed to go on my own. Sorry if the camera moves a lot. So I go meet him at work, and I told him, I'm like, you know what, I don't think I can go with your mom because his mom had an appointment. I probably would have gone with her. And I'm like, I don't think I can go because I'm not feeling well. So we go to our appointment, and sure enough, my blood pressure was a little bit elevated. So the doctor was immediately alarmed and told me that I had to get admitted because my blood pressure was high and they wanted to monitor me for about 3 hours to make sure that it does not keep going up. Because then that means preeclampsia can come in, which means your blood pressure goes so high up, you got to be induced or have an emergency C-section. That's exactly what happened. So I ended up going to the hospital. We checked in maybe about 3:30, and I was being monitored, and it was kind of confusing at first because they were like unstable of what was going to go on. Basically, just checking on me, keeping me comfortable. And then from there, they told me they were going to give my doctor a call and that she would stop by after her office closed, which was, it was not an emergency for her to go see me, but she would come as soon as she was done, with whatever she was doing. So basically that's what happened. She came through. She was in another room delivering another girl. So they're like, you know what? She might come in here and might as well say, you know what, let's just do this. And, we got to be ready. So I signed my consent for either induction, vaginal delivery, or a C-section. So they had me sign those papers just in case, whatever method was gonna be done, and I didn't have to be like all out and on papers, trying to read and understand while I'm all woozy. So sure enough, doctor came in, she looked at my blood pressure. I was already having some little contractions, and at this time, I had told Henry when I got to the clinic, to the hospital, I said, well, you know what, they're just gonna monitor me. Go back to work, I'll be fine, it's okay. And, if anything, I'll let you know. So he went to work. They sent him back home, and they told him, no, your place is over there at the hospital with your wife, and, you need to go. So, he went home. I told him to go home and get the bags, because by this time they had already told me for sure I was staying overnight, and maybe I would deliver in the morning depending on what Dr. Barhagi says. So, he goes for the bags. He comes in. By the time he comes in, Dr. Barhagi had already came and spoke to me and told me we were delivering tonight, which was May 31st, maybe about 8 o'clock around this time. Henry gets there, and as soon as he gets there, someone's in the waiting room telling him in the hallway, and a nurse tells him we're having a baby tonight. So he comes in the room, and he's all pale. I was like, oh my God, what happened? Are you okay? And he's like, well, what's going on? And I'm like, well, they're gonna, we're having the baby tonight. So that just went so quick. Preparation was so quick. They got me ready. They did what they had to do. And then they also prepared me. And Valentina was born around 9:20. I'm sorry if I can't remember exact time because I was so out, asleep and all anesthetic. So I had an emergency C-section due to the fact that my my blood pressure was a little spiked up. Something that had not happened, that I had been stable with. I was taking my blood pressure here and there, and it was fine. It had been fine every time I went to the doctor. So it was just a random thing that showed up already at the 36th week with 5 days. I was going to be 37 weeks on that Friday, and I had her Wednesday. So yeah, she's here. She's safe. She's small. She's very small. Another thing, I had to take her, so she got her first doctor appointment, and I had to take her to the hospital again. She was a little bit yellow, so we had to put her under the UV light. For our luck anyway, the days here had been very cloudy. No sun had been coming out, and I couldn't get her outside for the UV rays. So we did the whole overnight at the hospital. Her numbers were at 19, at around 12. By 9 p.m., her numbers had went from 19 to 14. And the next day in the morning, around 9, her numbers were at 10. So that was great. We got discharged. We got to go home. And that was so heartbreaking, guys. I started crying like the moment I saw her in the incubator, because you can't take them out. They're in there for as long as they are. You only get to put your hands in there and feed them whatever you feed them. But the longer they are in there, the better, the best benefit from it. So glad that's over and done. And yeah, Valentina came home early, and we're still adjusting. We had a couple of sleepless nights. First night was terrible because we, I don't know, it was just one of those, I guess, tested nights. But we did well. We've been doing well. We've been consistent. Her eating has been a little off. Sometimes she'll eat a little. Sometimes she'll eat more. If I insist, she'll eat a little bit more. So we're still learning and trying to get her under her schedule, you know, whatever she's accommodated to. And yeah, so there she is. There is Valentina. And she's so tiny, her pajamas fit her big. I only have a couple of full bodysuit onesies, and I've been having those on her just in case, you know, she's a little bit cold. But yeah, my little precious baby is here. She's finally home. You're finally home, Mama. Oh, and let me tell you guys, I lay her down, and she immediately goes to the side. She's already going to her side. How? I don't know. She's amazing. So today she is 7, 8, 9, 10 days old. Yeah, so she's 10 days old. Yeah. She's very tiny. So, everything has been scattered. I hope that soon I can recover enough to start making videos, and I might do this video all over. Maybe in a little bit more detail. I don't know. Thank you guys all so much. I know it's been a few days since I've uploaded, and you guys are probably thinking, what happened? What's going on? It happens to me. I worry about starting YouTubes, and I'm like, oh my god, what if something happens? And then I'm like, they haven't uploaded. So yeah, we're doing good. Getting her to gain some weight, because she did go a little bit under, but so far we're doing good. We're home, we're comfortable. She was laughing. So thank you all so much for watching, and your well wishes, and everybody that has been supporting us and showing her love, still receiving presents, flowers, gifts, everything. Thank you guys so much.